Yo.
Hola all.
What's up?
Howdy, everybody.
Yep.
How goes?
Well,
That's good. That's good. Anything interesting happening? That's the worst. Ned, do you want to hop into the Roll20 game as well?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. So, quick recap from last session. So last session, you guys were sent off by a member of the nobility of Waterdeep to go investigate a small town called Nightstone, where passing merchants had heard the sounds of battle coming from a few days earlier. You arrived, you found the town mostly abandoned, a few goblins floating around, and a lot of very large rocks stuck in the ground. You found out that most of the civilians have evacuated the town, and that the town was attacked by cloud giants for some as of yet unknown reason. You guys left town to pursue the villagers who'd run away. And on the way, I believe you encountered evidence that they were being held by the same goblins who had attempted to occupy the village. Anything I missed, guys?
The stool.
Oh, right. Most
You mean the
important thing.
tribute for the goblin leader?
Yes.
Yes. Ox
clearly
picked
the
up
most relevant detail in the whole story.
Yes. The other reason which you are the other reason you guys are going to find the goblins is that Ox has picked up a stool that he intends to use as tribute to the goblin boss. And that's the other. Sorry? Oh yeah. Stool for like 35 people. Seems legit.
I mean,
It's
it
a
is a
very
pretty
nice-
damn good stool.
Didn't you just pick it up off the ground randomly?
I don't see how that's in any way relevant to what I just said.
I guess. Seems legit.
I mean, where else do you keep your nice stools?
In houses.
On the ground.
In a house.
It was in a house when I picked it up, more or less.
It was in like the temple, wasn't it?
Right, and the temples are going to have the best stools.
I don't think I've ever been into a church that has a stool. Lots of chairs, lots of benches, but no stools.
How do they reach their things in high places?
Step ladders usually, or like
Yeah.
long sticks.
Yeah,
I think
Plus
clearly
four-
the issue here is that you're just not visiting the right temples.
maybe. Also, all the priests I've known have been really tall. That probably doesn't hurt.
You need to visit like a temple of Dionysus or something.
By way of stool?
Give us the villagers, and we'll give you this stool.
We're giving him the stool regardless.
Sure. Why not? All right. Enough about stools for now. I'm sure we'll find some more opportunity to discuss them. But for now, you all went to sleep on the edge of the Ardeep Forest, just north of Nightstone, with a lot of eyes on you, or so it felt. You awaken to a lovely sunny morning. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and as you go through your stuff, you can clearly tell that somebody was rifling through them in the night.
That's pretty damn impressive. Yeah, because Ox is literally awake the whole time, and I'm semi-awake the whole time. So, you know, if they were invisible and inaudible, then they could pull it off.
Elves, man.
So many jokes there.
Yep.
Wait, you mean the thing's in there or what?
It's quite disturbing.
I'm going to go ahead and answer the obvious question that nobody's asked. Nothing is missing from them. So nothing. Yeah, nothing's missing from them. But somebody's clearly, looked through them. If anybody has any personal-looking letters or journals or anything, those have clearly been rifled through. And on the plus side, you don't feel like anybody's watching you anymore.
I'm still worried about how they did it.
You can go find them and ask them if you like.
I might.
I definitely think it'd be worthwhile because that would be a useful skill.
Yeah.
Here's the question, though. If someone is capable of sneaking up on us, rifling through our stuff without any of us noticing, how do you expect to find them?
With great difficulty.
Magic.
Yeah.
Why? They're not going anywhere. Right, but it's goblins that have
I
them.
believe they were eating the corpses.
It's a good question. It's a mystery.
Due to the storm giant's assault.
Cloud giant.
Play charades.
Indeed. So following the tracks along the river north, you eventually come to a large earth-covered hill with several pine trees sprinkled atop it and a gaping entrance out of the side. It is to that gaping entrance that all of the tracks head to.
Right. Are there any traps around the entrance?
Roll some investigation for traps, I believe. Go ahead and roll.
Not perception?
Looking for
Either
traps
or.
is explicitly investigation in the PHP.
I think it's actually perception in the PHP to find traps.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You don't find any traps around the cave entrance. Yeah, you also do not find any traps around the cave entrance. While you're examining, you notice that you notice looking in that there seem to be several tunnels branching off within it, but you can't really see where any of them go. Within the hill.
Right.
It seems to be like earth on stone type of deal.
Any footprints?
There's a whole mess of them right outside the door. Mix of human, goblin, ogre, couple of warg as well.
Are they going in any particular tunnel, or is it all of them? Or
There's only once they're within the hill. Sorry, once they're within the hill, it turns to stone. It's no longer earth, and so there aren't any footprints within there.
well, we're not going to find them sitting out here, so let's head in.
Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and drop you guys into the map for this place. Actually, can you see things?
Yes.
Brilliant. You're only supposed to see a bit, you know. So you enter in. All of the tunnels seem to converge to this one large entrance into the. Ahead of you, there appears to be a rather large, relatively open cave. So anybody enters it.
Yep.
Okay. Can you see the ogre yet? You should be able to see it.
Yep.
Okay, so to your left and right, you see a pair of 10-foot high ledges, each of which has a goblin standing upon those. Immediately in front of you, there is a mud pool in which an ogre is bathing. His great club next to him, but he doesn't have any javelins or rocks or anything around. Further out, yeah, this is an actual proper-sized grid. Ogres are supposed to be large creatures.
Are we all shrunk down then?
Yes, you are. You are indeed. I just noticed that. My bad.
It's from the half size.
Yeah, it's from the other grid, I think. I will fix that as we go. But in the middle of the out through the rest of the cavern, there's what looks to be a forest of stalagmites spreading around.
Right. I don't think we're being subtle enough to assume that the ogre isn't going to see us.
Oh, but I see the goblin. Hello, goblin.
Yeah, him too.
The one to your left or to your right?
To the left, because I don't see one to my right yet.
I see one on both sides.
Whoops, my bad. Yeah, there's one on the ledge to your right.
Yeah, I think there's something blocking the way. There's something right there.
Oh, that's interesting. They tracked the stalagmites using dynamic vision or dynamic lighting.
Yep.
Yeah, looks like it.
Nifty. Okay, so you want to shout to the goblin up there?
Yep.
What do you shout at him?
I bring a tribute for your chief.
The boss.
You should have 30 feet of vision. Also, fair warning, this place is entirely dark. There are no light sources in here.
Well, dark vision.
I was gonna say, does that bother anybody?
So, we can see a lot further than a torchlight, even if we had a torch.
Right, you get 60 feet. My bad. I will adjust that momentarily.
I don't think I do.
Oh. Not guests! Intruders!
No, see, we have business with the boss.
But the tribute.
Yes, that's the business. Shh.
Wait. You're here to bring tribute?
Yes.
Huh. That's never happened before.
Some goblins I met in the town instructed me to bring it.
What kind of business are you looking for? He gives you a leer.
The kind of business that involves the boss and not you.
I'm not sure insulting him is going to work.
Kolik isn't a big fan of your attitude. Knob! Important things to do, like crush people who are trying to invade our caves! Knob! The ogre in the mud pool looks up. Nob! Crush the invaders! Nob! Fair enough. His name is Nob.
Okay.
Nob begins to slowly wander towards you. No!
Hello, Knob.
Does anybody want to talk to him, or do you just want to fight the man-eating ogre? Nope! Sure. Nope! Boss's orders! No squishies in!
But you're a squishy.
Yes. Not unless they've been tenderized!
You heard him, Knob. Tenderize him.
Knob! Tenderize them! Knob begins to charge. Would everybody please roll initiative for me?
I'm saying, is it that time yet?
Sorry?
Ooh. I think that's wrong. My initiative for some reason.
Holy shit, man.
I think it's supposed to be 22, actually. Not sure why it didn't work.
I think it puts you in the same spot in initiative regardless, so.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, good start. Alright, Rich, you have an ogre charging at your party and a belligerent goblin on a ledge to the left of you guys. What up?
Did we sleep? We did sleep since yesterday. Okay.
Yeah,
Last session.
you slept. You were just sleeping. You woke up and the elves had been going through your stuff.
Right. Yeah, just making sure.
Or some undisclosed party had been going through your stuff.
I'm pretty sure it's the elves, and we're impressed with their stealthy abilities.
I will throw a hideous laughter at the ogre.
This is gonna go well. The ogre begins to laugh. He thinks shit's hilarious. He
He had a
sees you
mental
throwing
image.
a feather and pointing at him, and he just laughs.
And then I'll throw a bardic inspiration to Adriel.
Okay.
Good stuff. All right, Adriel.
Right.
You have a
Throw my
laughing-
rapier.
Okay.
Get it there. And then I will use Booming Blade.
Okay. A 20 will hit him. He makes another save against the hideous laughter, though, for that.
Oh, phew, that was a close one.
Doesn't matter. All right, he takes your rapier hit and no!
There's a slight amount of thundery energy around him as well.
Yep. All right. So it is his turn, and the goblin's turn, for that matter. So he's going to make another wisdom save. Ooh, so the goblin. The goblin is going to. The goblin's going to take a shot at Ox.
All right. That will miss.
All right. That's all he can do, really. Actually. And anybody have higher? Nobody has a higher passive perception than 18. I checked this earlier. So the goblin vanishes from sight behind another stalagmite. Inks, go ahead. The ogre's laughing his ass off. Yeah, there's one left and one over to your right. Okay. Yeah, that won't pass. So this is the other goblin friend. No! Lop says no fighting! Stop! Well, he's not going to do anything yet, but on his turn, he's going to run over and try and get the ogre to stop. All right, Ox, what's up?
Well, if they're saying not to fight, I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see what the goblins do.
Okay. Rich, it's your turn.
So which one was the one that disappeared, or are they no longer visible on the board?
Oh, one to the left.
He's hiding.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gone now.
Yeah, I'll just hang out and go with what we're doing.
2. All right. Adriel.
I'll step back out of the mud And then I'm going to. What kind of action would it be to search for hitting guy?
Perception check. I believe it's a regular action.
I don't see him anyway,
You do not.
but I peer in that direction while keeping my eyes out for everything else. But still,
Yeah, you know, like, generally where he was, but you don't know.
I'm assuming he's still on the ledge somewhere, but I can't see him, so I can't target him with spells or anything.
Yeah.
So. All right, that'll be my turn. He is seriously tickled.
Ogres can't roll wisdom saves for shit. Alright, the ogre continues to just lap his ass off. The other goblin runs over, says, "Knob! No! Bad knob! You've been a bad ogre! Stop!" The ogre gives no visible response as he is still lying on the ground laughing, but his club does slip from his hands. He is now holding his belly with both hands and just laughing. Yes! Follow Lop! He will take you to the boss! So... Alright, so... Lop is going to lead you all off into this side. Oh shit, you can't see where he is, can you? Oh, okay. See ya.
Bye.
Good night.
Like,
Yep.
follow Lop! He will take you to the boss.
Okay. Pick up stool.
Alright. Tell me, I'm just gonna pick you guys up and drop you over there.
That's fine.
I'm flying wee.
It would have been
So-
a hell of a fight if we actually fought them.
Yeah.
Boss, hark! Lop brings you people who wish to give tribute. So, Lop brings you all out into a smaller cave that looks a little bit more homey. There's a couple of small torches in here so you can actually see. There are a couple of wall hangings and stuff. There's a small door in the back. And with what looks to be a goblin chief in the back, there's a pair of bodyguards and a whole bunch of giant rats. So the chief is in back. He's the one with the different looking icon. He's wearing slightly nicer armor, and he looks a bit less stupid than all of the other goblins around. And yes, there is a dead body in the middle of the floor. The rats are currently feeding on it, and the goblin boss and his two bodyguards are chuckling while they do. As you enter, they look up. What's all this then? Who are you people? Why are you in my caves?
We have come first to offer tribute. And I'm taking a look at that body.
Tribute, you say? What tribute did you bring? You want to take a look at the body?
Yeah. I mean, from where I'm standing, but yeah.
Okay. It's a probably 40-year-old-ish male. He's dressed in finer clothing, the kind that you would expect from a merchant. On his chest is the insignia that was above one of the trading posts that you guys saw in Nightstone. He is very thoroughly dead.
Yeah.
In case there was any doubt.
Judge Oxford for the tribute.
I'm going to step forward. Say, some of your goblins from Nightstone instructed me to bring you this as... yeah, just leave it at that. And place the stool on the ground before me in an almost reverent manner.
They told you to bring me tribute, did they? It's mighty kind of them. Normally my boys just take things for themselves. Ungrateful bastards. I almost raised them, I did. Let me have a look at this here tribute. He crouches down and peers at the stool, examining it. This here is a mighty fine stool, friend.
Oh,
I
yes.
will gladly accept this tribute. He snags the stool and takes a seat on it with a sigh of relief.
Ox gives a little bow and takes a step back.
Good stool. I do love me a good stool. Now, off with your tributers. Go find me some more fine tribute.
Actually, before we do that, we were hoping you could release the people from Nightstone that you have from prison.
Ooh. Ooh. Them people. What are you prepared to offer for them?
Just kind of looks around. You got a stool.
A very
Oh,
fine
no.
stool.
Mighty fine stool.
The stool
But
was
it'll
tricky.
cost more than a stool for me to give up those people. We've got women here, children. We need food to feed them all.
Out of character, real quick, because I assume we would have talked about this before going in. Are we planning to fight here, or are we trying to bargain?
I think the answer
Bargain
is
if
yes.
possible, but you'd probably be able to tell that Adriel is more than happy to just murder all these people at this point.
Well, I guess the question
body
is,
in front of us.
how hard are we going to try to bargain first?
Not very.
That's the spirit.
Well, not for nothing. We already know they're eating them.
I mean, yeah, they're goblins. They do that.
Yeah,
So everyone's ready to start a fight here?
fully prepared.
Ned? Or I guess you're not
Who's
Ned
Ned?
anymore. Richard? Richie Rich? Rickster?
Dick.
Rick roll.
Dick Rowe.
Yeah, so
I'm still so sad that that's not a Rick roll joke, but
Dickie, you ready to start a fight?
Are we? Because, I mean,
That's what I'm asking.
yes.
Okay.
We could
Then
try.
I believe
a little-
I believe I have something to offer the Goblin Chief then, if we're ready to start a fight. I believe that I can offer you the most precious gift that anyone can experience in exchange for these prisoners.
ooh, what's that there gift then?
Your life.
You threaten me?
No threat. Just straight up negotiation.
You're threatening me. You think you can just walk in here and threaten Boss Hark?
I believe I just did.
You have balls. For a bucket, of course.
Ox just patiently waits.
Tell you what. You want to kill something so badly? I got a blob for you to kill.
Got a what?
A blob. It's been eating goblins, eating our kids, eating our food. It's big and black and blobby, so we call it the blob. Is Hark at all intelligible right now? I'm curious.
Yeah, I get
mostly. Sounds kind of like the champ.
That's
He
what I
sounds
was
like
thinking.
Yondu to me.
Yeah, he's kind of in a mix between there, I guess. He's not meant to sound like the champ.
Not like especially like the champ, but just I don't know, something about your inflection.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry, continue.
What do you say? Kill the blob. I
As
could
a-
even. And you got a lock. By any chance?
Is confused.
I need a new lock. Something very important to me. I need to lock it up. What are you going to give us? I'll give you all them people.
No. That was your life for the people, not the blob.
No, it's the blob for the people.
So we kill you, kill the blob, and we get the people. Is that what you're offering?
No, you kill the blob, not me.
But we could just kill you now.
You could try, Sonny.
But see, you're here now. We don't have to go searching for you. So it's a lot more convenient for us.
You really want to kill me, don't you, boy?
Not really. I want to grab the people and go, but you're kind of making this hard.
All I'm asking is for a simple exchange.
Right. Your life, us people, simple.
Not an exchange. All I'm asking is a simple exchange that doesn't involve me dying.
That's easy. You give us the people, you don't die.
Right. I mean, there's really no
That's
other
not
way
an
around this.
exchange, that's a gift.
And you get to keep your stool.
Oh, to hell with it. Kill 'em, boys!
Why do I feel like we would have been better off fighting the blob?
I mean, have you
Yeah,
fought
the
a black
initiative
dragon?
formula is definitely not working.
Alright. Ooh, goody. Hark's up first. I go ahead and just move him off. So Hark is going to move straight up to Ox, and I will get you a new token soonish, probably after this fight.
Yeah, it's fine. Just whenever you have a chance.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Hark's going to move straight up to Ox and make a pair of attacks against him.
Well, the crit obviously hits. Oh, that was initiative. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
19 hits, 10 does not.
all right. So you dodge one of his attacks, and take the other, and manage to take the other. Yeah, it's probably been less than 10 minutes. Yeah, it would have been less than 10 minutes. You've still got it. Then Hark is going to Hark's
cut
going to
out there.
disengage and fall back. Oh my god, the new token is adorable.
Right?
I love it.
There's
Is it
some
gonna be from-
amazing Zenyatta fan art.
Oh, I have no doubt. But yeah, he's going to disengage, fall back behind all of his minions, and yeah, that'll be it for him. I'm going to say that Lops wandered off by now. Hark probably shooed him away. Rich, it is your turn, though. What does he actually... Chris, what does Rich actually go by? Is he Dick, Dickie, Rich, Richard?
Yes.
Today it will be Joe.
Today it will be Joe. Okay. Go ahead, Joe. It is your turn.
Just go throw that at the boss real quick.
Okay. Ooh, he's actually going to save. Damn. Alright. What are you trying to insult him with? Oh, it's today it will be Joe. Today it will be Joe. How do you insult him?
Your stool is not very impressive.
Ha!
You fiend!
Foolish, Elfie! My stool is the most impressive stool in all the caves.
This is probably true.
Ox, what up?
Oh, real quick, throw a bardic
sorry.
inspiration to Ox before the end of that.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, I guess we will start with an attack against the rat to the top left.
Okay. Yep, that'll hit him.
Is it still up, I'm assuming?
It is.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Flurry of Blows to make 2 more attacks. First one to the same rat. That's going to miss, so I'll do another one.
That'll hit and drop the rat.
Cool. That will be it for me, I believe. Yeah, not going to bother moving.
All right, cuckoo, choo. So, first things first. Shit, goddamn rats. The character sheet is still rendering for whatever the fuck reason. Alright. So, with the two goblins, one of them is going to move forward to Ox's left and make a scimitar attack against Ox. The other one is going to make a short bow attack against Adrian.
Okay.
So scimitars against Ox, I believe that misses,
Correct.
and the short bow is against Adriel.
Then it hits.
Okay, cool. And then the goblin is going to disengage and move. And sorry, one sec.
That was the goblin's turn.
Yeah, but the rats are there too. Damn it, wizards. Okay, the giant rat character sheet is failing me at the moment, so I'm just going to roll them all manually. First two are against Ox. Actually, I don't think they can all fit in to attack Ox.
Also, didn't mention it, but since I dropped the rat, I gained 5 temporary health from one of my monk abilities.
Right. Okay. So yeah, first two are against Ox. Third, I guess, is against Adriel, and the fourth is just irrelevant because we can't fit 4 rats in.
Okay, the 19 hits.
Okay.
20 also hit.
That's fun.
Alrighty then.
That's very fun. Adriel, what's up?
Alright. Test that as a bonus action. And then attack the first one and use my inspiration. I should say, does a 13 hit, or do I need the inspiration?
13 does, in fact, hit.
Oh, sweet. So he takes 13 plus 1d4 damage.
He's dead.
The goblin behind him takes 3. And I'll step up into the gap.
Okay, cool. Alright, so we're back to Hark. Hark just looks at you all trying to fight against his giant rats. My rats will devour you all! But just to speed up the process, he's going to throw a javelin at, gonna throw it at Rich, actually. You in the back! You haven't said anything nice to me? I'm gonna stick you. Or he's not going to stick you.
You throw like a girl.
Is that what you'd like to use as your insult?
If he would be insulted by it, then yes.
Or are you doing something else?
No, yeah, I plan on insulting him.
Okay. Why, you? I can't believe you just did that. He had disadvantage because you made a actually relevant insult. Doesn't matter though. He still fails. I will get you for that, pointy ears.
Better not throw anything.
Ox, what's up?
Yeah, we'll start with attacking the rat directly in front of me.
Okay. Hey, oh.
That is not correct, obviously. Let me just roll an extra d4. So 7 damage.
He's dead.
Sweet, which means I regain my temporary health. So I'll just use a bonus action to attack the goblin.
Okay.
And I will miss and not bother wasting inspiration on that.
Fair. Yeah, no, that'll miss him. But you do vanquish one of Hark's rats, and he roars in impotent rage from the back of the room. It is his goblin's turn, though. So, Adriel, the one in front of you, is going to make a scimitar attack at you.
Wow.
Sad.
So sad.
I disdainfully ignore the obviously terrible strike.
The goblin seems embarrassed, as you do.
Give him a sympathetic look.
The goblin in back is going to do a short bow attack at Ox. That should hit.
He's actually good.
Yes, but 1 second. I'm going to use my reaction. We'll see whether this macro works. To deflect it by what the hell? Oh, that would be the damage if I want to throw it back, which I'm not going to bother because I don't want to waste key, but reduce the damage by 8 so it does nothing.
Good stuff.
I just catch the arrow in my hand.
Yeah, you, one of the goblins shoots an arrow at you. You catch it out of the air. And he just goes slack-jawed. Like, what?
Just disdainfully drop it on the ground.
Yeah. Rich, you're throwing some good insults. I like it. The giant rats are going to come forward and try and eat you.
That's okay. The 23
23
hits. And does a total of 1 actual damage to me.
Solid.
And burns through my temp health, but
Adriel, what up?
What up, indeed? 1 second. Green Flame Blade attacking the goblin. Ooh, I'm going to use the inspiration on that.
12 will actually hit.
Awesome. Well, it still gets divine favor damage.
Actually, wait, are you attacking the goblin or
Goblin.
Okay, the goblin it will not hit. My bad.
About
Oh,
a 16.
now it will.
All right.
So yeah, that'll kill the goblin.
So that does 8 to him and 3 to the rat. Next one. As light and heat flare off the blade.
Ooh, yeah. Burn that rat up good. But it is now Hark's turn. You can't keep killing my boys. I'm gonna kill you.
It might not.
Okay, that was going to be one against each of the two of you in front, but
wow.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, not that it matters, but he should have had disadvantage on the first one.
He does
did.
have disadvantage on the first one. That's what the red thing in the corner is.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
nifty. They do it automatically on the new monster sheets.
And then with the advantage one, he rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yeah, I know. It was.
Oh my god.
That's what confused us. They were both 7s. Like, how can you get a roll?
That is
I was like,
sad.
no, they're both 7s. Are they supposed to be both 7s? And then I checked and they were. Rich, what do you got for me?
You swing like you throw.
Ooh. I'll have you know that I know a woman who can throw a javelin twice as well as I can.
Well, maybe you should get her to throw it for you.
Have you ever seen an ogre?
I assume he just falls into incomprehensibility at that.
Good times. All right. Do you have anything else?
Not right now.
Okay. Ox, what's up?
Stomp on the rat in front of me.
All right. 13 will hit, and we'll drop him.
Sweet. I get my temp health back. And then I guess we'll hit the boss with my bonus action.
Okay, 13 will miss.
He 17 for 7 against the boss.
Oh yeah,
The 13 was the rat.
that'll hit him. You hit him good, boy. Hit me good.
Yep, that'll be it for me.
All right. So we've got one goblin moving He's gonna. Doesn't matter who he makes it against because he's gonna miss it anyway. 17 hit you, Ox?
It does. I'm only at 16 AC.
You burn through your temp health at least.
And scratch me.
Yeah. Such a good time. Oh. Adriel?
Right. Yep. Continue the same pattern, but target the boss guy this time.
Alright. "13 will not hit him.
Ooh.
He dodges. That's the best you can do!
That's it then.
I'm glad you tried to hit me, girly. That means I can hit you like a man! And he's gonna make a pair of attacks against you. I know the 15 doesn't hit, the 20 does.
Indeed. I am still up.
Damn. I am impressed.
Do you need a little fixing?
I need a lot of fixing, but yeah.
Well, I can do a little. I can't do a lot.
I have one hit point right now.
It is your turn, Rich.
You can get that much back.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you.
Be happy you're not worth my time to mock again. Or to mock a second time.
I feel like there's a Python joke in there somewhere.
It's a straight up Python reference, dude.
Yeah. I feel like there's an extension on it somewhere, though. I don't know. Ox, what's up?
Punch the rat.
Solid.
That is terrible. Punch the rat. We'll go and spend a key point on Flurry of Blows for 2 more attacks. I'll punch the rat again.
That'll do it.
Yep, that'll kill the rat.
All right, and then I'll make the last attack against the boss. 18 for 4.
That'll hit him.
All right, that's my turn.
But I have to make con check 1 second.
Oh, right, you have concentration. Divine Radiance is concentration.
Yeah.
Nailed it. So the goblin, the final remaining goblin, is going to make a scimitar attack against you, Adriel.
That is just barely a hit.
But all of his friends are dead. So now it's your turn, actually.
So it is. I'm going to use this turn to lay on hands on myself.
Okay.
And that is an action, so.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I am temporarily unbloodied.
All right. Hark, it is his turn now. You're still up, not here. I'm gonna show you some good things now. What the
You gotta
hell?
wave your sword around?
What the hell?
He's
We're on the same
consistent.
thing. God damn it, Hark! You could have killed them by now. Ah! Why can't I hit things?
Because you swing a sword as well as you throw a spear?
Today it is Joe. It is your turn. All right. Ooh! I swing a sword great, I'll have you know. Just let me through these two meat shields of yours, and I'll show you to your face.
Well, with that, I'm going to punch him in the face.
12 will not hit him.
I'll go ahead and use my bardic inspiration on that. Add 5 to the roll.
That will just hit him.
Sweet. Bonus action, 1 more attack.
That will also hit him and drop him. Yeah! No! My boys! What are you gonna do without me?
I turn to
Probably
the
better
remaining
than with
goblin
you.
and crack my knuckles.
Roll an intimidation check for me.
I was gonna give him the go along wave. You can go.
Yeah, the goblin cowers. No! Please! Have mercy!
That depends. Are we gonna have to trade your life for the villagers too?
No! No! You can have them. Go
Well,
ahead.
where are they?
They're in a cavern across the way.
You must lead us to them.
Chop chop. Or we'll chop chop.
Wait. There's one in the pack as well.
Then why are you standing here? Go get them.
So the goblin moves towards the back of the cave. There is a small alcove in there in which there is a single human woman. Around her on the shelves are assorted jars and shakers of various kinds, along with a couple of what looks like pickled meats, or salted meats. You don't pickle meat. Salted meats hanging from the ceiling. Oh. The woman cowers as the goblin approaches, but he points out to you. She sees you, and her eyes light up with relief. Oh, thank you.
Can she get out?
Yeah. He moves some of the rocks aside to let her out. Opens the door for her. Thank you. Oh.
All right, we're here to get everybody out, so we need to get to the rest first.
They're around here somewhere.
Yes.
Yes, this little one was
Have a
going to show
guide.
us where.
Who are you people? Why are you here?
We came to get everybody out.
That's need to know information, ma'am. And so you don't worry about that right now.
She looks
Way to
kind
make
of
it creepy.
She looks kind of overwhelmed at her sudden fortune in having random people come to help her. Okay. Just they're over in the east side of the cavern at some point. Or somewhere. I was just stuck in the larder, though, so I don't know where exactly.
Yes. Well, this little guy here is going to show us. I think the goblin.
Yes. Zugluk will show you immediately.
Before we leave, I want to check the chieftain to see if he has any good stuff on him.
Okay. He's got a decent. He's got a decent scimitar on him. He's got some. I think he's got splint mail on one side.
Pick the scimitar.
He's got a chain shirt and a shield, is what he's wearing. He's got about 5 gold on him. And he's got what looks like a rusted out key as well. Doesn't look like it'd be very useful for opening anything, but it's there.
I mean, I'll take the key. The other stuff, y'all want?
Snack, is the scimitar in good repair?
Yeah, it's actually taken care of surprisingly well for a goblin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Just in case it turns out to be better than it looks.
All right. But, you know what? I'm just going to disable dynamic lighting on here for now. One sec.
But all the secrets.
I mean, you killed the boss. So you see that clump of people in the top right corner?
Next to the cave butthole.
Yep.
Yep.
Also see the
That's,
dead person in the wall.
Sorry?
Also see the dead person in the wall.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. I kind of just dropped it there.
Yeah, I figured. It's just funny.
Whoops.
Well, I'm sure our goblin guide can lead us to them and out.
Yes, yes. Follow Zukuluk. From up ahead of you, you hear him shouting at the other goblins. Lop! Move out of way, lazy goblin! Oops.
That
But
moment when you're so distressed, you suddenly turn into a giant fat goblin.
Yeah, my bad.
He's so distressed he became distended.
That's the spirit. I'm gonna take. Oh no, not yet. So Zukluk will lead you all into the cave. Within this lovely cave, you see what looks to be a few guards, assorted farmers. Most of them are human. There is a single tiefling hiding, well, not hiding, but in amongst the people. And there is also, yes, somebody just pinged him, a dwarf standing by.
Okay.
Who the hell are you people?
The one's here to get you out.
Oh, that's brilliant, that is. Oh, it's good to see you. The name's Morak. I led these good people out of tired. It's good to see you all.
It's good to be seen. I'm Adriel, and we should probably be leaving soon.
Yes, of course. How are you gonna get us all out?
We're just gonna walk out.
Did any of you not walk?
No, I think everybody should be able to walk. I didn't want to tenderize us early.
Right. Well, let's get moving then.
Right. All right, everybody, come on. Let's follow these lovely adventurers our Lord and Lady sent for us. It's brilliant, that is. Um, the villagers slowly all get to their feet, look expectantly at you guys, waiting for you to lead the way.
I asked Rich very quietly if all the other goblins are still playing along.
How would I be able to tell?
I don't know. Are they looking malicious or mutinous?
It's a good question. Are they?
Make an insight check.
I would also like to insight this.
Okay. Well, you did wander into their boss's hole and then wander out covered in his blood. So they're still pretty shocked.
Okay, well, let's take advantage of that.
Yes.
Ox just looks down at his body as if he didn't realize that he was covered in blood. But it's all over his hands.
Yeah, he has blood on his hands, all right. All right. Well, are we going or what?
Let's go.
Why have you? We're waiting on you. Move.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Let's go then. I'm not going to move all of them because there's fucking 30 of them.
Right. But we herd them out of the cave as quickly as they can move.
There's no select all and move.
It kind of.
There is. They only.
Not
They
that
all
I'm
move in,
wanting
like,
you
the
to
same
move stuff.
formation as they're originally.
And it's not like it's really necessary on this
Yeah,
small of a map.
I was just more curious.
Yeah, there is. Like, you can group them all together and just move them all as one. And I do that sometimes on, like, battlefields and stuff, but there's not really a point here.
Yeah.
They'll all end up inside the walls or some shit.
Would be pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we get them all out without further incident?
You do. In fact,
Yay.
you did disappointingly little looting while you were in here, but you do.
Was there more to move?
Objectives
Because
first.
Sorry.
you know, hey, you goblin, give me your shit.
He throws a small bag of stuff at you. Opening
Is
the
this
bag,
everything?
you find that it contains a couple of fish tails, a few small bones, and 5 copper pieces.
And
Yeah, you
here I
got
was
a shit.
expecting it to contain feces.
Yeah, I was waiting for the lit bag of fire. All right. Did your boss have any other stuff hidden somewhere that you want to tell us about?
No! Why would you think that? The goblin yells, shifty as can be.
So, yes. How about we make another trade and you tell us where it is?
Hey! Fine. So, I'm going to drop the dwarf in there just to indicate where it is.
I want to get the people out as soon as possible because
Okay.
he can go loot while he does this, but I'm definitely paying attention to that first.
Okay. So while you're getting all the people out, they all seem kind of questioning about why an elf is helping them.
Right,
Couple
but
of
I'm
them-
not answering questions. I'm telling them to move.
Yeah, a couple of them mutter some things about knife ears and the like. Goddamn elves. But they don't complain too much that you just came to rescue them from being eaten. Meanwhile, Rich, you are shown by a goblin to this lovely little cave on the west side. It's blocked by a boulder, but the goblin moves it out of the way without too much trouble. You see there is a small pallet for a bed, and beside that pallet there is a chest with a rusty lock. Doesn't look like it'd be much use for keeping anybody out.
I'll try the key that seems to match the lock's condition.
The lock falls apart when you insert a key into it.
All right.
Hey, the key opened the lock.
It worked.
You're not wrong.
I will take a step back and instruct and ask the goblin nicely to open it for me.
Yeah. He looks apprehensive, but he opens it without incident.
That was vaguely unexpected.
Well, the big rock is meant to keep the other goblins out, right? But within the chest, you find, and I'll put these all in chat in a second. So you find 12 gold, 55 silver, and 87 copper. You find a matching pair of silver salt and pepper shakers, which are worth 10 gold apiece or 25 for the pair. You find a blood-stained leather case containing a complete set of thieves' tools. You find a holy emblem of the god Sylvanus, carved from wood and inlaid with gold. That's worth 25 gold. And you find a drift globe, which is an uncommon item that I believe should be in the SRD. I'll check real quick. Oh, it is not. Okay. I'll type that up for you in a little bit. But right now, give me 1 sec. I really need to hit the head.
Holy crap, these sheets have documentation. Like, wow, these things just got like a huge step up.
What specifically are you looking at? I'm just curious.
Down at the bottom, where the pencil is, I clicked a little too low on the documentation, and it opened up a Google link.
Huh.
I can't make heads or tails of half the stuff it's saying, but
It's basically a lot of the macro stuff and ways to kind of add
like,
or change
like,
macros.
neat. I have to actually like read it and study to figure out what it's saying. I think I know why the initiative isn't working for me is because I'm not the token and the sheet I'm using aren't matched. But you can go ahead and get rid of the extra sheets. I don't know why, but it's working now. The main one, the original one.
That is very nice.
The original one isn't the original one. I deleted the original one and renamed the copy. I am back. All right, Rich, you got everything out of the chest. I'll put that up in the in chat in a second. Adriel, besides the occasional swears that the humans throw at you, things seem to proceed without incident. With into time, you have all 31 of your lovely refugees out of the tunnel, out of the caves.
How long a walk was it?
About a day.
Okay, well, we were relatively early, right? Or what time of day is it now?
Probably would have been about 10 in the morning.
Right, so start moving and try and figure out what we're going to do for food for all these people.
Fair enough. All right.
No, indeed, that's a problem, but hopefully we can make it all the way back to the village before it's too late.
Yeah, you can certainly try. You've got a decent amount of daylight left.
Yeah, but unless we come by some berry bushes outside of the woods on the way down.
Sorry?
Unless we come by some berry bushes outside of the woods on the way down, they're going to be hungry. I won't blame them, but I don't have that much room.
You do not coincidentally come by berry bushes on the way down. You can hunt for them as you go, but...
Well, the trick is you have to do it ones that aren't in the forest. So.
Oh, that's true. You can look in the forest. There is no invisible wall around the edge of the forest.
Yeah, there's elves in there. They're going to
You're
get
an elf.
pissy if we try it.
You are an elf.
Yeah, well, I was gonna, if it was going to take longer than a day, then I would have done something different.
All right.
We'll just push them.
Yeah, mule, yeah.
You're just gonna force march them into the village.
Yeah, basically just kind of, well, I mean, shivvy them along. Like, listen, you want to get back to the village, right? So,
Yes.
hungry,
Yes.
but there's no food here. Let's go.
The swarm of people gives you a lot of nods as you go. Or as you ask if they want to go back to the village. And they set off behind you without too many complaints. The eyes that you felt on you from before, though, are definitely back with a vengeance. You are being
periodically tell people to stay out of the woods.
Yeah, you
loud
are
enough
being...
that everyone in the woods can hear me.
The woods doesn't really seem to let off too much, but nobody gets shot. So progress.
I call it a win.
Yeah. Can ordinary people march 15 miles? How many kilometers is 15 miles?
A little over 22, 23.
24. Yeah, normal people can do 24 kilometers in a day. They suck, but they can.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of complaining as you get back to the village.
Totally understandable. We probably think it sucks too.
A lot of blisters, a lot of very hungry people, and a lot of grumbling when they get back to Nightstone and they see that most of their homes have been crushed. There is very little left here for them.
Well, there's a wall. So.
Yeah, I mean there is a palisade.
And there's water.
There is that as well.
There's got to be some grain that isn't spoiled.
Oh yeah, there's not that much problem with that, but there's not much you can do beyond that.
Unfortunately, that's a bigger problem than we can deal with.
Brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Thank you For the dwarf will mosey over to you guys after you get back to the village. Thank you. Thank you for helping us all out there. For doing what you could. It's much appreciated. I hope you know.
You are welcome.
Don't know if I ever introduced myself to all of you. The name's Morak. Morak Urge. I run the inn around here. If there's any beer left, you are welcome to have a little bit. Are you inciting his name?
No, him. I want to make sure he's the legit owner. He's not setting us up for anything.
He is the legit owner of the inn. Yes. You know, from
We
what
appreciate it.
Yeah, from what you've heard before you came into Nightstone, Morak is pretty much the only reason why adventurers would come to Nightstone normally. His inn is decently famous.
All right. Well, I thank him for his offer of hospitality and go to take him up on it. It's an awkward sentence.
Brilliant, brilliant. Much obliged. Come on. I'll show you to the inn. Got a bunch of questions to ask you, though. How did the Nandars hire you so quickly?
The who?
I knew we forgot something. Damn it.
The Lord and Lady here.
Oh
How'd they hire
yeah,
you?
them.
They didn't hire you, did they?
We were sent. We were agents of the Lord's Alliance.
Oh, well, better than nothing. I guess it's a good thing they signed on. Do you know where they are? Are they okay at all?
The answer to your first question is yes.
Let's define okay.
Oh. I see. Was it quick, at least?
We do not know.
Well, for one of them,
What's the
I
name of
think
the
it
lead
was.
guard?
Sorry?
What was the name of the lead guard when we left?
His name was Kavar.
Komar would be able to answer your questions better.
Gotcha. All right. Well, holy symbol of Sylvanus.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not nearly that sweet.
It's a floaty light.
Yeah, basically.
Still handy. We want it, but it's a floaty.
Sounds
Especially-
like something perfect for Ox.
I
Yeah,
think we need
especially
another one for multi-globe drifting.
So now you gotta get like 6 or 7.
I think
Just grab another
8 total would be the most appropriate.
Indeed. They're only uncommon.
Anyway, yeah, I'll take the drift globe.
At some point, I'm gonna cast detect magic on this scimitar too.
On what?
The scimitar.
Oh, yeah. There's no magic on that scimitar.
No. All right, it doesn't loot.
All right. So, Morok wanders off in what almost seems like a bit of a daze to go talk to Kavar, the lead guard here. You all can feel free to go drink some of his beer and rest in his inn.
He'll probably have a seat, but unless he's got wine, I probably want to drink anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does he have wine?
He'll have wine, yeah. I don't know how fitting to your taste it will be, monsieur, but he has wine. As you head into the inn, all of the townspeople begin to disperse around you and start to head back to where their homes used to be.
Find a corner table so we don't disrupt too many people.
Okay. Yeah, nobody's coming into the inn with you. Also, you're the only people in there.
Why does that seem weird? I mean, the rest of these people live here.
Yeah, but their homes were just destroyed. They have to go clean that shit up.
Which sucks.
Yeah. Tomorrow they'll get hammered. Tonight they grieve. You hear occasionally the sound of somebody weeping as they pull a fresh body out from the rubble.
After a little bit of resting, I'd probably go out and try and help in whatever way I can.
Yeah,
Physically
meditation
assist, help comfort them, whatever.
After a moment of meditation, Ox would go out as well.
Okay. Inks is going to stay in the inn drinking for the time being. I'll put her there in a bit. Rich, you're staying at the same table as Inks? All right. Make a perception check for me, real quick, please. Ooh. Ooh, just under. You hear a noise from upstairs. Notably, you hear a noise through the hole in the ceiling above your table.
I will try to sneak upstairs to see what it is.
Real sneak. Okay. So you slowly climb. You slowly make your way up the stairs. You hear a couple more noises from one of the rooms up there. You see the inn map on the right-hand side of the map?
Yes.
Go ahead and move your token to the second floor, will you? So, within the room, you see looks to be a decently attractive blonde woman, human woman, sneakily packing things in a room there.
I'd like to get right up behind her and be like, how you doing?
She screams. "Ah! What? Who are you? What are you doing here?"
Which is what I'm asking you, yes.
As she screamed, she draws a knife.
Really?
You
Do you
first.
really want to do that?
You snuck up on me. You first. Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name's Joe Daly, and I'm here with some other folks and we just took care of the goblins. So I hear you sneaking around up here, and I'm trying to see what you're doing.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. I've been hiding up here for days, ever since the goblins came. One of them tried to come up here and was nosing around when I knocked something down. He's the one who's down there. She points through the hole in the side of her room. And you can see a goblin in the middle of the inn floor with a crossbow bolt through him. I'm Kella. It's nice to meet you, Joe, you said?
Yes. And I apparently buy everything she's selling, hook, line, and sinker.
Oh yeah, big time. Unfortunately.
So can you tell me why you didn't come out earlier when we took care of the goblins?
Because I thought it was just the goblins fighting each other. They did that sometimes. Or maybe it was somebody else who was hiding who got caught. I'm not a brave person. I'm not like you. I can't rescue people. I just wanted to stay alive and hope that help would come. And oh, how it did. She gives you an appreciative look.
How often can I roll insight?
You can roll it again. Yeah, she's selling you something.
So would
She's
you?
doing it. She's doing it pretty well, but she's anything specific that you're looking to insight.
Well, basically, just because I guess I bought the whole thing about her coming up here and whatnot, but I'm not buying the second part of that.
Yes, something's fishy about her. She talks about not being brave, not knowing what to do.
You seem a bit too quick with that knife to not have any kind of idea. So would you like to drop the act and tell me what you're really doing here?
I mean, I know how to use a knife. I'm just. Look. I had some friends who wanted me to come by and check out Nightstone.
And these friends would be living outside the town?
Yeah, there's some friends that I have in Waterdeep. All they wanted me to do was just come by, check out the town, and
Maybe pick a
let them
target?
know what I thought. Sorry?
Maybe pick a target? A military target?
What are you talking about? Nightstone's not a military target. There's like 50 people here. Oh. That reference doesn't even fit here.
It was a bit
I was
forced,
so
I admit.
confused.
Well, depending. I mean, I'm really thinking that she's a spy here, or that was my initial guess, is that she was spying or doing something, hence the joke.
Oh. You want to insight her anymore?
I'll incite her all night long.
Mm-hmm. Seems legit.
All right, so tell me a bit more about like who these people were and why they wanted you to like investigate Nightstone or check out Nightstone.
Oh, there's some friends of mine at the church I go to. We call ourselves the Kraken Brotherhood. We worship the sea and all of the creatures that live within it.
So you know Charlie, right? Charlie and I go way back.
Yes, Kraken Brotherhood. Spelt without the C, but
Okay.
if you take a closer look at her, you notice that she's wearing a deep blue cloak with a golden kraken insignia on one of the breasts. They just wanted me to take a look around here, see if we could start spreading the message of the Brotherhood inland. Persuade more people to see the majesty of the sea for themselves. Maybe bring a bit of its bounty back out here with us.
So that was a no to Charlie.
No, I do not know a Charlie. Neither does David, for that matter. Unless I'm just not putting it together.
No, it was basically me trying to bullshit and catch her out.
Oh, gotcha. Can never tell, I'm sorry.
Well, that's why I rolled deception.
Gotcha. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, she doesn't know anybody named Charlie.
Yeah, so I guess I don't know what to do at this point aside just say, okay, whatever, and walk away. Or essentially that, not necessarily doing that.
You can insight her again if you want. Like, you can pretty much insight any new statement that she makes.
Yeah, basically just checking to see if that is actually her goal. Not that it matters.
Yeah, apparently her rolls are just on point. She keeps rolling 18s. God damn, woman.
I'm apparently much better at the lying than telling a lie or determining a lie.
Yeah, I mean, you're still doing pretty well. She's just better. Oh, are you sure you wouldn't like to hear any more about the Kraken Brotherhood?
Do you have a newsletter or a pamphlet, maybe?
No, I don't have a pamphlet, but I could educate you.
What kind of a person doesn't have a pamphlet? How are you supposed to spread the word if you can't give someone a quick rundown of what you're doing in a text form?
She leans in and whispers to you. Have you ever tried making paper out of things from the sea? It's very hard.
That's what seaweed's for.
We don't have enough seaweed to make pamphlets out of.
Y'all are not very good at this, getting resources from the sea, are you?
We're fine with food, just not seaweed.
There's a lot more you can do with than just food. I really, how is someone supposed to take you serious if that's all you can get from the ocean?
She kind of just shrugs.
By the way, do I see said crossbow that she supposedly shot the goblin with?
Perception? Yeah, you see it. It's on the top of the stuff that she's packing. It's a decently nice looking crossbow, actually.
Did I ever get her name?
Kella. Her
So
full
Kella.
name is Kella Darkhope.
Kella Darkhope.
Yeah.
Wow, you didn't win any favors in the name game, did you?
I don't know what you mean, sir.
Darkhope? Doesn't sound very inspiring.
That's why I'm not often the one who does inspiring.
Well, how about this? Do you want to come meet my friends real quick? Because pretty sure they'd love to ask you a few questions about what you saw while you were hiding up here.
She looks a little bit taken aback. I really should be going. I think that I've been stuck here in Nightstone long enough. The Brotherhood is probably starting to worry about me.
Oh, but this will be a great opportunity for you to educate some more people about the way of your Brotherhood.
If you're sure.
Would I be asking if I wasn't sure?
You might be. I don't know you very well yet, Mr. Joe Daly.
Well, this is an opportunity to get to know me better at the same time, so it's just win-win.
I suppose so. Lead on, Mr. Daly.
So yeah, where's everyone else? Because I can start heading that way.
Well, Inks is still sunk in a bottle. Ox and Adriel are both out helping clear rubble and rebuild. So the two of you, while you're out there, you can shift aside rubble. You can start rebuilding some of the destroyed buildings. There are several groups of people all around who are trying to move the giant rocks that are still strewn around town. You can join some of those. You can help rebuild buildings. You can clear out some of the bodies that are still in the houses here.
That all sounds like work and effort. I just really want to find like Adriel or Ox.
I'm describing this to Adriel and Ox.
Ah.
Sorry, I was distracted for a moment. What was that?
Oh, I was just describing the various things that you could do to try and help the town out while Rich was dealing with Kella. But he wants to bring his new blonde friend to come meet you all.
Okay, well, like I said, I'd probably be. I don't have any construction help. I'm probably not much of a cook, but I have some religious training. So.
Okay. Dealing with dead bodies then?
Most likely.
Similarly, doing some work helping construction, but mostly helping people with spiritual matters.
Okay. They seem a little bit reluctant. Some of them seem a little bit reluctant to accept advice from an elf and a warforged. But you have probably at least 4 or 5 people who are willing to listen to your advice and let you help. Eventually, though, Rich comes down with a very uncomfortable looking blonde woman in tow. Rich, how do you want to introduce your new friend?
So this is Darkhope, or Kella Darkhope, and she would like to tell us a little bit about the Brotherhood, and then maybe we can talk to her a little bit about what she saw while the goblins were invading. Since she was like camped out upstairs in the inn the entire time.
Hello, Kella.
Hello. May I ask all of your names?
Adriel Kuromesh.
Charm.
You may refer to me as Ox.
She looks at you. Hello. Ox, you said?
That is
Forgive
correct.
me. Forgive me, but what are you?
I am Ox.
What race are you, Ox?
I'm trying to think how Ox would respond to that.
I expect nothing less than a Confucianism.
Kella looks perplexed at the idea that a large metal, what seems to her like a construct, is speaking to her.
I run the race of life, as we all do.
She curiously cocks her head at that, but seems to accept it. Turns back to the rest of you. Mr. Daly was kind
Yes.
enough to mention that you wanted to ask me a few questions. She still looks visibly uncomfortable.
Did we?
If you don't, then I'll just be on my way and out of your hair. But
Yes, like, did you see any storm giants?
I didn't see any storm giants. I saw some cloud giants. The same ones who came by and started dropping rocks on the village.
Did you see them take anything?
A few of them landed at some point. I could see them through the window from upstairs, and they took that rock from the middle of the square.
And you were where at the time?
I was upstairs, looking up the, peeking out the window from my room. Yeah, she actually seems pretty truthful. For one.
And you stayed in the inn for several days after?
There wasn't anywhere else I could go that I knew would be safe.
Well, I'm glad you were able to stay safe.
Thank you. As am I. It's been quite the adventure up there.
I'm sure. Well, it was lovely meeting you, but I really should get back to helping the townsfolk.
Very well. That is fine by me. I will gather my things and be out of your hair post haste.
Did you not want to tell them about the Brotherhood?
When I return, I will return within the week with more of my friends and some of the bounty of the ocean to come and help these people.
See, this is why you need a pamphlet.
She rolls her eyes. I will discuss with my brethren about getting one of these pamphlets. She is neither fiendish nor undead nor celestial.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, she's bog standard human.
And telling the truth, so, you know.
Yeah, Rich, today it is Joe, thinks that she's kind of sketchy, but besides that.
Seems nice enough to me, I don't have a problem with it.
If nobody keeps her there any longer, though, she'll just wander off back into the inn and emerge probably 10 or 15 minutes later carrying a loaded pack and heading out towards the drawbridge.
She seemed sketch. I wanted to see if y'all got the same vibe or not.
Oh shit, I've been muted this whole time, haven't I?
After the drawbridge part.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm not catching it.
Well, yeah, everything she
I
said.
don't know anything about this brotherhood, but
One sec, I figured Inks probably would have incited that as well. I'll roll that in a second.
Well, I'll just say that everything that she said after she came outside seemed pretty okay. It was just some of the things she said inside.
Adriel gives you like a helpless shrug, like, what do you want me to do with that information?
Yeah, y'all aren't getting it. I get it.
If you don't think she's that pretty, you don't have to date her.
Wait, what?
She
No,
was, she was
didn't
very
hear.
intent on educating you.
No, I didn't hear what he said. If she wasn't that pretty, you don't have to date her?
I think so.
Okay. I can assure you, friend, that if that was my objective, it would have happened.
Whoa,
Uh-huh.
that's some confidence.
She's already walking away.
Yeah, I'll head back to the inn.
Keep drinking.
Of course.
Something of Ned lives on in Rich. In today it was Joe. Or it is Joe.
Sadly, there will not be any rage drinking this go round.
Ah, just some classy wine sipping.
I should take one level of barbarian just so I can do it.
Don't you only get rage at level 2?
You get rage at level 1, you get reckless attack.
Ah, okay,
You
gotcha.
can cast spells while raging, so it's a really tough thing to make her do.
Yeah. If you could, I would totally play a barbarian. But alas. Anyhow, the other two of you are still giving spiritual aid to the people.
Yeah, helping them with, clean up, disposing of bodies. Probably somebody's got some food going somewhere.
Yeah. So the guards, Kavar and the other guards, bring out food that's been stored in the keep and start distributing that to people. Various farmers from around the town come to you requesting your help with bodies or with a particularly tricky or just for a little bit of extra muscle power.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard. How long did you want to keep at it?
I figured, they're not going to want to work through the night. They're already probably tired. So they're going to do what needs to be done tonight and then start putting stuff off and going to bed. And at some point, they're all going to be asleep except for the ones who can't sleep. But most of them, I'm going to they're just sitting around or they're just sitting in their home. I'm just going to leave them alone. So eventually they'll all be put to bed one way or another.
Yeah. All right. So eventually, after probably an hour and a half of work, they all start to become exhausted. They start shuffling around looking for just places to sleep, a bedroll or anything. The trading post that you guys briefly saw last session turns out to have several bedrolls hidden in it. So a bunch of the townsfolk use that. Some of them use whatever beds remain. The guards open up the keep and the barracks there to anybody who needs it. But everybody finds somewhere to rest for the night. Are you all going to rest with them?
I'll go back to the inn to rest.
Okay.
Just meditate outside.
I'm sitting at a table trancing. So just like
All right. You briefly hear some sounds of battle coming from the west, but it only lasts for a couple of minutes.
I'm assuming you mean from outside of town to the west.
Yes. Sorry.
I would totally go investigate.
If it's outside of town?
No, as long as it's outside of town. If the watchtower's still standing, I'll go up and look.
Yeah. You can see some torches out to the west of town. At first, they're running one direction, and a minute later, a bunch of the torches have fallen over, and they're running the opposite direction.
You say shouting, I can't understand the language.
No, shouting sounds deep and guttural, but what languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Draconic.
Yeah, it's not in any of those languages.
Alright, so that's not humans. That'd be the one I'd worry about. Okay, just orcs. We'll be getting killed by elves.
Yeah, the elves don't take kindly to orcs around here. Other orcs, sometimes.
Alright. Once I've determined that, I'd go back to the inn, finish resting.
Okay. All right. Other than that, the night passes without incident. Ox and, well, all of you really, are slowly roused by the sound of the other farmers and village people arising and getting back to work. The sounds of sawing and moving earth and grunts and groans of exertion is soon filling the air of the village. Do you all want to stay for more time, spend some more time with these guys, or did you want to proceed on your way?
I mean, we wanted to go talk to those elves, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, you were serious.
Well, I don't know, because, okay, it's Cloud Giants, and then they left by Cloud, so it's not going to track them.
Yeah.
There's really not much else we can do for the town.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. I don't think the elves are going to be likely to help us. I would probably know enough to know that these are the kind of elves who don't like strangers. So they're not going to help the townsfolk, even if they know it's an enemy.
Yeah,
I guess we just go back to the boss and report in. I think what else to do.
Well, that's fair enough. All right. So you're gonna leave after your one night then?
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. So after your one night, the villagers are hard at work around you, but as they notice you preparing to leave, the ones nearest to you stop and give you a quick wave of acknowledgement. Many of them come up and say thank you for saving their lives, if nothing else. As you're leaving, though, the dwarf Morak comes over to you specifically and says, "Thank you for the help you've given us and for bringing some of us back alive. That was brilliant work. It really was. Thank all of you. If you could do me a favor, though. The Lord and Lady are dead. We need someone else to lead around here. Ask whoever sent you out here. Assume it was the Lord. It was the Lord's Alliance. Ask him to send someone else out here. Ask him to send some soldiers. Ask him to send someone to lead. These people need safety. Had enough taken from them already.
We will ask them.
Much obliged. He gives a quick bow. If you ever find yourself in the area again, you come back here, all right? We'll always find you a place, a warm place to sleep, and a good flagon of ale at the Nightstone Inn, my friends. Thank you.
You're welcome. But we really must be going.
Of course. Work to do. I lived that life once, I understand. Be off with ya, you scurvy adventurers, he says with a smile. Oi! Lower the drawbridge for the adventurers! And as the drawbridge creaks and clanks and it descends, Morak steps back and smiles at you all as you begin to leave. What the heck are you measuring? But you end up leaving Nightstone. The guards at the top of the watchtowers on the gate salute you as you pass. But beyond that, you depart with very little fanfare, to head back to Waterdeep. The ride back is tense. It'll take you a couple of days to get back there. The ride back, though, is, for the most part, tense. Normally, you would expect the road to be relatively quiet. This is not the case anymore. There are many, many wild animals that come ranging through the road as you all pass by. None of them stay long after they see you, but seeing bears and foxes and wolves wandering around, growling at each other as if they're running, makes you
Are they
a little
all
bit
running
tense.
in the same direction?
They all come from the same direction. They all come from the east, towards the west, towards the water, in fact.
Running toward the water or away from the water?
Towards the sea.
Okay.
I told you she was up to no good.
New gods are never good.
You don't know that it's a new god.
I've never heard of it before, so.
I don't think she did not give a name of a god, actually. But after the first day of this, you make camp. You find a sheltered little alcove surrounded by trees and with a rock face on one side. You can make camp about halfway to Waterdeep. What do you all do when bedding down for the night? Curious. Humor me.
Spend some time praying, eat, check my weapons and gear, and sit down for trails, and
Anything in particular you do while praying?
probably just sit and pray quietly to myself, honestly. At this point, because it's kind of it's a deeply personal yet not formalized relationship.
Right.
So it probably, like, aside from the mumbling under my breath, it would be indistinguishable from just sitting there thinking about stuff.
Right. You feel, while you are praying, you feel a vague sense of satisfaction. Ox, Rich, anything you guys are doing?
Nothing special, just helping around the camp and then shutting down and meditating.
Shutting down. All right.
I imagine it's a lot easier to meditate when you have a literal like off switch.
Sort of sits down and goes completely still.
Does Ox have an off switch?
So I guess it's more of like an internal one. So like instead of sleeping, Warforged go completely inactive for 4 hours. But they can still see and hear what's going on around them.
Right. They go into pretty much sentry mode, right?
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha.
I mean, the thing is, you would stop breathing or doing anything like that. So perfectly still.
I mean, I don't really breathe anyway, but yeah.
Fair. Actually, yeah. Warforged don't need air, do they? They can't drown.
That used to be the case. I'm not sure if that's actually the case in 5e. I think the only immunities I have are to disease and no need to eat or drink.
Yeah. I'll take a look at it if it ever comes up. Not sure it's a scuba diver just as much as somebody who falls to the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, Rich, something was sketchy about her. You're not sure what it was, but something was weird about her. If you want, you can roll another insight check with disadvantage. Not bad. Yeah. So she. What would you realize from memory she wasn't entirely truthful about? Yeah, you don't get anything specifically that she was untruthful about, but you do get the sense that she was up to a little bit more than spreading the bounty of the sea around.
You mean the shitty half-ass bounty?
Yeah, that. You actually get the sense that that might be why it was so shitty and half-assed. But it's not really what they're out here to do.
Well, I mean, that was pretty obvious when she didn't have a pamphlet.
That's fair. She'll I'm sure she'll take that into under advisement. That's the phrase I'm looking for. But night passes. No more excitement than an occasional fox trotting through the camp. Do you all awaken in the morning? Unharmed. Proceeding onwards to Waterdeep, you come up to the city probably about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, mid-afternoon-ish. Eventually, the city is just as you all remember it. It's got high walls surrounding it. It seems to be mostly constructed out of stone, actually. Even the smaller places near the building, near the entrance, are constructed out of stone. The guards are well dressed and seem attentive. And generally, it looks like an okay place to live. There's only a couple of visible beggars around the gates. As you proceed further into Waterdeep, though, the buildings around you get more and more opulent. You're heading into the noble. To meet the one who hired you. You'll be heading into the noble section of the city to meet one Lord Noboon, who's the one who hired you initially, and I will put that name in chat real quick. So you arrive at the house of Lord Noboon without too much trouble. It's a pretty decent-sized nobleman's house, fully stone. There's a couple of towers on it with what look like household guards wearing an insignia, standing atop them and keeping watch. Some lovely stained glass windows around the entrance. Yeah, I might retcon his name. I'm not really happy with it, to be honest.
Ian Sans Bun.
I'm probably gonna retcon it now. Anyhow, you enter his house. It's nice enough. lots of blues and purples, which seem to be the colors of his house. A few servants wearing those colors also wandering around, cleaning. One of them escorts you to the Lord's room without delay. Unfortunately, it appears as if somebody is already in there with him, and there seem to be some raised voices from within. Your anaconda ain't going nowhere near Lord Noboon.
Not with that attitude.
Can we
Well, she
hear
doesn't have
the?
Oh yeah, Adriel doesn't have one anyways.
Can we hear what the raised voices are saying?
Perception?
How decidedly average.
Yeah, really. Okay. Ox and Rich, or today it is Joe. You hear a couple of words, something about degenerates and something about degenerates and goddamn lunatics. God's damn lunatics.
We're talking about you.
Adriel, you hear a little bit more. I will not let these you goddamn lunatics set up shop and help all the degenerates down there get even worse. If you give them food, all they're going to do is just fight and fight and fight. They're not going to get any better. It sounds as if the Lord is shouting. You can't quite hear the much softer response to him, though. Immediately after his response, though, you can all hear Lord Noboon yell, "Out!" And the door flies open, and a man in a yellow robe goes flying through it. But, sir, all we want to do is help them. Out! The man in the yellow robe quickly gathers a couple of pieces of paper that had fallen around him and scurries away from Lord Noboon. Lord Noboon takes a couple of deep breaths, then looks at the rest of you, says, "Come in, please. We'll discuss our business inside."
Okay.
He looks more or less how you guys. He looks more or less the same as when you guys met him before. About 6 foot tall, bald, green eyes. Wears the colors of his house primarily. He's dressed rather sharply in a with a sharp suit jacket and cravat.
Again, bow.
You probably wouldn't have to bow with him.
You know.
Go. Please, sit. I would hear what you found, my friends.
I'll give them the short version of what we located. Giants, stolen rock. We got the villagers back, and the villagers were requesting that if at all possible, the Alliance should send additional support troops and somebody to take command of the place because their existing ability are dead.
Right. Lord Noboon looks a little bit disheartened upon hearing that the Lord and Lady of Nightstone had passed. I see. Thank you for bringing all of this to me. I wish I didn't have to hear it, but at least we know. I will talk to the other leaders of the Alliance. See if we can find more troops to help the areas around Waterdeep, but I don't know if we can. Things are getting more and more dangerous around here. The giant attack that you encountered is not the only one that's going on. We've had reports of hill and stone giants, of cloud out and ice giants, and even a couple of storm giants coming down from the mountains and causing chaos amongst the people. Our forces are relatively stretched thin at the moment, unfortunately.
It's all very touch, your lordship. I think they need leadership more than they need spears.
That we can give them. How many? There should have at least been a few guards who survived, correct?
Handful or two?
Well, it's something. I'll see if I can find somebody who can get along with the elves up there. Nightstone's always had a problem with the elves in the forest north of town. They don't get along with them, to put it lightly.
Who does?
Sorry?
Or those are your wood elves, right?
Yes. I'll find somebody who can get along with them and send them along to Nightstone immediately. For the time being, though, I have another mission for you all. If you're willing to accept it.
Oops.
I need you to go north. Far, far north. Are you familiar with the city of Bryn Shander? I take it by your silence that you are not.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Bryn Shander is far, far to the north of here, on the outskirts of Icewind Dale.
Well, as a quick question, what was our compensation for the last task?
Oh, of course, of course. I'm sorry. With all the news, it slipped my mind. He drops a heavy pouch of gold in front of you all. Inside of it is 500 gold pieces. To be split as you all see fit, of course. There would be similar compensation were you to pursue this next mission for me. And sorry. Ah, good to know. There's also another matter that I'd like for you to handle along the way, but first I'll explain. So, real quick. Top left corner of the map. I'm pinging on Brian Shander.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, it certainly is. Brian Shander has requested aid from the Lord's Alliance. They're looking to request entry sometime soon. And they're being attacked by frost giants along the frontier. I would like for you to render aid to them on an immediate basis. However, I would also like to ask of you another favor, though.
Yes, Your Worship.
For which I think I'll need to show you something in person, to be honest. There's a hill about a mile east of the city. He points out one of the windows behind you towards a hill that sticks out beyond the hills of Waterdeep. Meet me there around 10 o'clock this evening. I think you'll certainly find something interesting. That's for certain. Not to mention
Quite likely.
Not to mention it'll make your passage to Brian Shander quite a bit faster and easier than it would be otherwise. Which is always nice.
Yeah, so I was about to ask about that, but we can wait. We can make those arrangements.
But shit, yeah, it's even further than I thought.
That's 600 miles as the crow flies. I was going to say, are we going to get a boat, or?
Yeah, I mean, if you can get a boat to sail through the sea of moving ice.
Well, no, you could get a boat to, like, Fisher, at least.
Yeah, that's a lot safe distance.
Fortunately, we have a better option. One which ties in somewhat with the other favor I wanted to ask of you.
Okay.
But as I said, meet me outside the city tonight. I will show you there. The afternoon, go ahead and spend your gold on whatever you see fit. Or keep it. But there are some preparations I have to see to before you depart. So if you'll excuse me. Unless you have any further questions for me.
Not at this time.
Very well. The rest of you?
No questions as of right now. Oh, have you heard of this Brotherhood of the Squid?
The Kraken Brotherhood, you mean?
Yes, that one.
They're only little bits of it. Only little bits. They claim to be a new group, but everything I've heard suggests that they're rather old. They claim to worship the sea. They've got some sort of relationship. These are the ones you should really worry about. They've got some sort of relationship with the disciples of the Yellow King, one of whose number I believe you met earlier.
I saw him in the past.
Sorry?
I saw him in passing.
Yes, in passing as I shoved him out the door. There's something going on with them. They keep trying to... I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but there's something going on with them.
Disciples of the Yellow King?
Yes.
That a character that very much rings a bell.
Does it?
Yeah.
They keep doing things like bringing food to people, though, and giving shelter to the homeless, which makes it very difficult to act against them openly. But something about them unsettles me. They seem too good, if you take my meaning.
Yes, I understand what you mean.
I knew you would. What are you... I'm sorry. What are you calling yourself today, my friend?
David Keene?
I knew
I
you
mean-
would understand, David Keene.
But I mean, we've met before, so I don't know why you're asking me what my name is now.
Well, it's a slip of the mind. Anyhow, any more questions? Ox? Dearest Inks? She's going to shake her head because Flint isn't here. Very well. I will meet you this evening. He'll wave you out. Now, with your newfound gold, is there anything that you guys would like to do in Waterdeep?
I would like to look into purchasing a bag of holding or a handy haversack, if that's possible.
All right, I think we went... I'll have to check the DMG prices, but I think I told Ned that a bag of holding was $250 GP.
Just out of reach.
It was quite a lot compared to what I had at the time, is all I remember. So that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think I said it at half the price, at the middle point of the price range given
Yeah.
for uncommon items. So 250.
So we have to put in the weird split up. We have to unload the loot from the goblin place too. Yeah, that was the silver cut 4 ways. Well, no, it's 13 3/4 each.
So 75 copper.
Maybe 7.5 copper.
Sorry. Is it? Yes.
Okay. $87 copper pieces. So that's one person. I'll take 21. Yes. And then if we can solve the salt shakers and the holy symbol, that's another 50. It could be 12.5 each. 22. Yeah.
So wait, sorry, how much is it?
140 gold, 19 silver, 22 copper. $250. Like, we could totally afford one, but
I mean, I'd be up. I think it would be worth it, honestly.
okay.
Yeah, it's inks now.
Okay, but all right, we'll figure out if we actually do it next session, but we'll spend time looking for one of those.
Yeah, I'll let that happen. Anything else you guys wanted to pick up?
I was going to grab a whip, just for variety's sake.
Okay. You buy a whip. Whip.
Okay, the occasional reach.
You buy a whip.
That's what I keep going for, but I can never remember how he pronounces it until I hear it again.
Whip. 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 I said whip. Anyhow, anybody else got random stuff they wanted to buy? Weapons, armor, equipment. Yeah.
Maybe.
What are you thinking?
Better, slightly better armor, because it's not like it can get much better, but I can at least upgrade to studded leather. That'll get me one more AC.
Yay!
So yes, I would like to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even have money. I can't even spend money on armor, so it's like, all right, I'm good.
Why can't you?
I don't wear armor. I do have an
Oh.
unarmored defense of 13, though. Plus Dex, plus shield.
Yeah, we're kind of the light armored brigade, aren't we?
Yeah, you're the most heavily armored dude in your studded leather.
Yeah, so studded leather is 45 gold.
Fancy. But that's all for now, unless I go through my explorer's back and stuff.
Okay.
I think of something between now and next week. I'll let you know.
Does anybody want to consider buying healing potions of any kind, maybe?
It's a good idea. We should buy a few of those.
I mean, I can half-ass heal, but not much.
And I'm also a half healer. How much are healing potions?
Regular ones should be like 50.
Yeah, they're 50.
I will pick up 2 of those.
Okay. You pick up 2 healing potions without too much of an issue. What was the split for the gold? How much per person was it? Oh yeah, okay, you got enough. Seems legit.
Yeah, it was just not enough for the bag of holding.
Yeah, it's not enough for the bag of holding on your own.
If you get 2 potions, yeah. Okay, never mind. I was just saying
I
that
had
would.
some leftover cash. Before I bought the potions in the whip, I had like 217.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that's not enough for the bag of holding, but then I realized, yeah, we've got a starting gold as well. So
Between all that, I was like, it's so close, but not quite.
yeah,
I think long term, I wouldn't mind picking up something like a wand of magic missiles.
Yeah, I
A
mean,
solid option.
Or a wand to cure wounds or something better. So I can do more than taunt people.
you'll get more spells soon enough as well. Slash skills.
Right, but like, I'm still concerned that I may be running out of slots rather quickly, but that may also be because I spoiled myself as a sorcerer early on.
True.
bards have the same number of slots.
Same number of spell slots, but sorcerers could do the spell point thing and go through them a lot faster.
Fair. It's really just because we're low level is the only thing.
Yeah, it's like I get 3 per day.
So bag of holding 250 gold. Does that mean most uncommon items are going to be 250 gold if we can find somebody who sells them?
Correct?
Okay.
I think the range in the book is like 100 to 500 for uncommon items.
Yeah.
But there'll be some play in the middle there, so. But bags of holding are like, they're going to be the most available because everyone can use them. Not just adventurers.
Yes. I may have to look through this and see if there's anything worth buying in the future. I think I'm good for now.
Okay. So, later that evening, you will meet Lord Naboon on his hill outside of Waterdeep. Says, thank you all for coming. It is much appreciated. Now, I'm going to introduce you to somebody who's going to make your trip to Waterdeep, to Brine much faster. But I need you to get as much information out of him about what's going on with the giants as you can. He knows something. I just haven't been able to get it out of him. I guarantee you he knows something. He turns to the sky and shouts, Zephyros! These are the ones I told you about. You see an enormous tower appear from behind a billowing cloud about 1,000 feet overhead. The tower looks like it must be hundreds of feet tall, and its spire looks strangely like a pointy wizard's hat. As the tower drifts closer, stairs made of clouds begin to form underneath it and descend towards you. And down those stairs strolls a cloud giant. Why, hello there, children! That is where we shall end for the evening.
Sorry, did you say it was a cloud giant?
Yeah.
They just call this children.
With a really high-pitched voice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not catching the reference there.
It is not a reference.
Ah,
I think he was just huffing helium.
Probably. That sounds like something Zephyros would do.
Minutes.
Sorry?
I'm taking notes.
Okay.
All right then.
Surprise. I wanted to ask you guys actually real quick. Has anybody read through Storm King's Thunder or know much about how it goes or anything? I think I've asked you this before, but I can't remember the answer.
I've
I don't know.
avoided reading through it. I just know that there's a bunch of giants.
There are a bunch of giants.
That doesn't sound right.
there may be some storm giants too.
Yeah, imagine that.
Well, I did get the impression of variety of giants. So
Next thing you're
Oh,
going to
yeah,
tell me
there's-
is that there's some sort of thunder.
possibly and rain, lots of rain.
Well, where there's storm giants, there's thunder, right?
Something like that. So where there's smoke giants, there's fire giants. That's the same.
Yeah, I promise you there are more varieties than just cloud giants in here. It's kind of just a coincidence that you happen to have both in the first two chapters of the book. The giants that you... Actually, we're still in the first chapter. In the first chapter of the book, all the giants you encounter are cloud giants.
Well, have we encountered any other giants yet?
Oh,
Unless
all the
the ogre
giants-
count.
All the giants you deal with. The ogres are technically giants,
Yeah.
but for the purposes of the campaign, they don't really count.
Right.
Yeah. So, thoughts, comments, questions?
It was good.
Yeah. It's fun.
I have figured out how to get the main character sheet working, so if you want to get rid of the extra character sheets,
I thought I already had.
I'm still seeing them.
Oh yeah, there's the extra ones at the bottom. I added one of the copies into the main thing and renamed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that I still had the 2 at the bottom. I'll get rid of those.
All right.
I'm
I
glad you
believe
guys
it's
enjoyed it.
Ox's turn to nominate.
Yes, it is. Ox?
Sorry, what was it?
It's your turn to nominate.
Oh, right. Richard for the insults, definitely. Those were great.
Well deserved.
Indeed.
Alright.
I'm glad to hear they were funny and not just annoying.
They were funny.
No, I was kind of worried that they could have been. So
No, they were good.
They were good. Alright. I think I've kept you guys late enough. So,
All right. See y'all next week.
yeah, see y'all next week, guys. Have a good night.
are we still level 1?
Oh, right.
You mean
You guys, yeah, important thing. I almost forgot. You guys are leveling up this session.
Aha.
3? Sweet.
Did we level
also-
up last session?
No.
No, you did
It
not
should have
level
been
up.
3, and now we are 4.
You are level 4.
Did we start at 2?
We started at 3.
level 3. Did you not
Oh, well.
know that we started at level 3?
Nope.
That would explain your feeling of lack of us.
Yeah. Well,
I was wondering how y'all were like taking so many hits. I'm like, I got 7 hit points. I know like there's a difference between bards and whatnot, but it ain't that bad.
That's funny.
we started at level 3. You all are now level 4.
Okay. I will probably not be here next week.
Okay. That's fine. Enjoy wherever you are.
Yep.
For the rest of you, I will see you all at level 4 next week.
Yep. Yeah, I'll take it easy.
Yep, you
Good
too.
night.
See ya.
Hey guys.